How is it going, everyone? I saw a couple comments on people wanting me to cover this. It is a huge new feature that is rolling out on PlayStation Plus, PlayStation Portal, however you want to look at it. It's in conjunction with PS5, PS Plus, PS Portal. It's gonna make PS Portal very worthwhile to a lot of people, but to me, whenever we talk about streaming games, cloud streaming, things of that nature, I know some people are into it. I get why there's this level of investment that's going on to it, but I look at it, I'm like, alright, it's related to cloud streaming, I get why it's big, but then I mentally check out and I look at other news stories and things that interest me, like, you know, stuff like the dynamic pricing that people are talking about and things of that nature, but certainly, it is a big feature. I'm gonna talk about it. I also want to let you guys know right off the top that my experiences with cloud streaming, and this isn't gonna be reflective of everybody's experiences with cloud streaming, and game streaming in general, beyond the cloud, game streaming in general has been terrible, like atrocious. I cannot quantify how bad my experience with game streaming across the board has been, and this is somebody that used the Ouya back in the day. I used the streaming features on the Steam Deck and the ROG Ally to stream my PC games on those platforms. It's always lackluster to me. However, lackluster to me, to a lot of people, is gonna be a pristine premium experience, and some people have better internet, they find the better setup, moonlight this, or do that, do this with your 5 gigahertz internet connection. I don't know, I'm not here to break down the internet connection, but nonetheless, we'll talk all about that. The PlayStation blog did put out a post. Cloud streaming officially arrives on PlayStation Portal today with new support for digital PS5 games in your library. Pretty cool. It gives the PlayStation Portal the ability to kind of act on its own. At PlayStation, we're always working to push the boundaries of how players experience games. Since the PlayStation Portal Remote Player first launched back in November 2023, we've continued to evolve the device with updates like enhanced public Wi-Fi support and UX improvement. And credit to them, when the PlayStation Portal was initially revealed, I saw a lot of pushback, especially from people like me that grew up with the PlayStation Portable, loved the PSP, loved the PS Vita, and we love dedicated handhelds as just that, a dedicated handheld, not this accessory device for game streaming. However, since the PS Portal has come out, it's gonna fit their needs and what they want out of their gaming experience. Everybody that I see in the comments section of our videos and the general reception to PS Portal, generally it seems very positive. People being like, yo, it's a lot of people that have families. They can play games every now and again, but at a certain point, you know, the kid wants to watch TV, their girl wants to watch, I don't know, what's the best, Love Island, you know, Love Island, the new season's on, or whatever the case may be, and your girl wants to watch Love Island. What, are you gonna watch Love Island? No, you probably don't want to watch Love Island, so you're gonna, you know, pop open the PS Portal and you can continue gaming that way, or, you know, you have your PlayStation 5 in the living room and you want to take the PlayStation experience into your bedroom, so on and so forth. There's a lot of uses for the PS Portal, and it seems like a lot of people really do enjoy the experience on it. Last year, we also introduced the cloud streaming beta, which allowed PlayStation Plus premium members to access select PS5 games from the PlayStation Plus game catalog and classic catalog via cloud streaming without needing to connect to a PS5 console through remote play. Today, we're excited to share that PS Portal is receiving one of its biggest updates yet. Starting on November 5th and at 6 p.m. Pacific time, cloud streaming for PlayStation 5 games officially launches on PS Portal for PlayStation Plus premium members. Obviously, PS Plus premium members have had streaming games as an option baked into it. That's honestly because the Vault game catalog is such a pile of trash. If you really want to look at the biggest incentive for PlayStation Plus Premium, a lot of people would argue it is the ability to game stream. The actual amount of people that are taking advantage of that, you know, that remains to be seen. I don't know exactly how many people take advantage of that, given, again, game streaming from person to person, it is so widely varied, and as I mentioned, my experience with game streaming has pretty much been in the toilet, but nonetheless, a lot of people appreciate that, and it's one of the bigger aspects to Plus Premium. Cloud streaming for PS5 games in your library. PlayStation Plus Premium members can now stream select digital PS5 games from their own library. At launch, thousands of PS5 games support cloud streaming, including blockbusters such as Astrobot, Borderlands 4, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Fortnite, Ghosts of Yotei, Grand Theft Auto 5, and Resident Evil 4. In addition, hundreds of compatible games from the PlayStation Plus game catalog and Classics catalog, including Cyberpunk 2077, God of War Ragnarok, Hogwarts Legacy, Sword of the Sea, and The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered are also streamable directly from the cloud. You know, as far as the idea goes, this is great for PS Portal because this adds a whole new layer to what the platform can do as far as streaming games. Now, cloud streaming versus streaming directly from an in-house console, you know, how that experience is, that's where, you know, you get into the murky territory, but a lot of people are able to play games with a little bit of input lag, and I think it comes down to what kind of games that you play. You know, a game like Stellar Blade is available to stream. Would I want to stream a game like Stellar Blade with a little bit of lag? I don't know, probably not. However, if you play a game like, oh, I don't know, a Sackboy Big Adventure maybe, and Until Dawn, let's go with Until Dawn, a narrative-driven game like that isn't super action-heavy or anything like that, I think that makes sense, whereas a game like Stellar Blade, Demon Souls Remake, you know, I probably wouldn't go down that route. Cloud streaming unlocks new ways to play, enjoy a game side by side with a friend who's using your PS5 under a separate account, or stream your favorite game while someone else watches a movie on the console. That's pretty good. As far as now, you can utilize your PlayStation 5 in a myriad of different ways. Cloud streaming also makes it easier to enjoy PS5 games on the go at a hotel, cafe, friend's place, or anywhere else with a high-speed internet Wi-Fi connection, since you can keep playing even when your PS5 console back home is powered off or is in use by another account. That does add a significant layer to the PlayStation Portal's usability and really adds a lot of value to it as a platform. Again, I'm trying to separate my own personal, I don't want to say hatred for cloud gaming and game streaming, but I'm trying to separate that a little bit because my experience with it has been so bad, but just objectively speaking about what this does for PS Portal and its usability, it is a significant improvement. I think nobody would argue that either way, so that is a great addition, and it offers more value to PlayStation Plus Premium. This will be a literal reason for people to sign up to PS Plus Premium, so they have that catalog of games, and now on top of that, that catalog of games has added value since they are streamable on a new platform with the PlayStation Portal. Will this ultimately, you know, give them the idea, let's raise the price of PS Plus Premium? I mean, the PlayStation Plus service is gonna go up in price and up in price regardless of whether or not this came to fruition. That's just what they do, but nonetheless, ultimately, when you add value to a subscription service, that does open the door to up the price even more, but regardless, that's happening either way. A refreshed home screen is also added, now features 3 tabs: remote play, cloud streaming, and search. Remote play home screen, connect to a PS5 console paired with PS Portal to enjoy games installed on that console. A PlayStation Plus membership is not required for remote play. Cloud streaming home screen, a new dedicated home screen for cloud streaming allows PlayStation Plus Premium members to instantly stream a range of compatible PS5 games without waiting for downloads. And search screen, quickly look up any game that supports cloud streaming. If you don't have the entitlement to stream a game, a QR code will be displayed to direct you to the PlayStation app or a web browser on another device. Kind of wish you could do that in-house as far as, you know, offering that on PS Portal, but it is what it is. Maybe this was never the intention of PS Portal, but I think that would be a nice update. This update also introduces several new features designed to make playing on PS Portal more immersive and convenient. New features for remote play and cloud streaming, 3D audio support, passcode lock, network status screen as well, and new features for cloud streaming. In-game store, in-game purchases are now supported during cloud streaming. You can purchase add-on items and in-game currencies without leaving your game session and receive benefits instantly. Accessibility options, enable new accessibility options during cloud streaming, such as a screen reader and adjustable text size. Game invitations, receive game invites from friends that are playing the same game during cloud streaming, and join a multiplayer session directly from quick menu. We're thrilled to bring cloud streaming and these new features to PS Portal, and we can't thank the PlayStation community enough for embracing the device since its launch. Your feedback and enthusiasm continue to shape its evolution. We'll keep working to expand the ways you can enjoy your PS5 library, and we look forward to sharing more updates in the future. You know, it's cool that they're adding more value to PS Portal, and again, the general reception when I talk to people that bought a PS Portal, and it has been rather positive. Now, the people that are gonna buy a PS Portal, it very much fits what I think some people would view as a narrow requirement for a gaming experience in terms of, you know, you want to take your game to your bedroom, or you've got family using TV, but is it that narrow? I feel like everybody is generally in a situation like that. It's just like, is that situation a big of a deterrent from your gaming experience that you are going to justify the purchase of a $200 accessory? That's up to you, and that's what I would look at PS Portal. I wouldn't look at it as a platform. It's an accessory, and an accessory to your already existing gaming experience. I think, you know, the PlayStation handheld that's being rumored, that's more up my wheelhouse. You know, I am more of a fan of the games that are created on a handheld, that are dedicated for that handheld. You know, games like Tearaway, games like the original Gravity Rush, Resistance, Retribution, so on and so forth. But let's be honest, that era, it's a bygone era. Even Nintendo has unified their home console and their handheld market, and really, that's the smartest thing to do. For Nintendo, it created one of the most insane library of games that a platform is ever gonna have, with all of their IPs under one umbrella. It's insanity. And I think that's been a huge benefit to Nintendo, and when you really think about it, there's no actual reason to split up the games that are offered on your platforms, to have a dedicated handheld and then to have a console that's gonna have separate game libraries and games exclusive. Like, why are you competing with yourself? Try to get those games available on both platforms. If somebody wants to buy the handheld, they'll buy the handheld. If somebody wants to buy the home console, they'll get the home console. Or in Nintendo's case, they are literally unified together where you get both in one package. I don't think PlayStation 6 is gonna be like that, and if they have the handheld with the PS6, I don't think it's gonna be like that, but nevertheless, this is a big update. It's just, for me, I've had such a bad experience with game streaming. Look, I've streamed games in my own home from my PC, being right next to my hardwired PC, next to it on the Steam Deck, and yeah, the performance is fairly good, but when you get that hiccup, when you get that network error, and when you get a little bit of that input lag, to me, that's game breaking. Like, to me personally, but that's me personally. Other people are gonna be different. That's not gonna be game breaking to everyone. To me personally, it's just game breaking. It's cool for a little bit, like when I saw, oh my god, Final Fantasy 16 streaming on a portable device at 60 frames per second. That's pretty damn cool. Then the input lag comes into play, then the artifacting comes into play, and I'm like, alright, yeah, I'm good on this. This ain't my cup of tea, at least not at this stage of the game, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be excited for it, and I get it. Some of my personal opinions about cloud streaming and just game streaming is coming into play here, but I can't help myself. I try to be as objective as possible, because I will concede, it's a big update, and it adds a lot of value to Plus Premium and PS Portal, so I would say all in all, it's good stuff, and guess what? It's free. It's not like Plus is going up in price. If Plus was going up in price, alright, we'd have something to talk about, but it's not. So at this stage of the game, it's just added value for free. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.